actually just filmed my other video, so that's why I'm in the same clothes. This is the only day I can film this week, so I'm gonna do 2 videos today. This one is going to be my skincare routine slash how I cleared my skin on my own. I did used to have really bad acne. I think it started around 6th grade all the way through probably my junior year, sophomore year of high school. I always went to a dermatologist, always on medication, always on topical creams, which all that's really bad for you. It's not natural. So I think around my sophomore year, she put me on Accutane, which is really bad. It's a very strong pill. It has so many side effects. But however, it did work for me. It worked for about 2 years. It completely cleared my skin. I didn't have any issues. It was wonderful. I thought it was the best thing ever. I thought it was so worth the side effects until I think about 3 years after I started getting acne again. Not as bad, but it was there. And then it progressively got worse. So I figured, okay, I don't want to keep spending the money on the dermatologist. It's pointless because she's tried everything. And I don't want to be on medication my whole life for that. That's just ridiculous for me. So I started actually investing into my skincare. I quit using what was at the drugstore for the most part. I think I have 1 or 2 products, maybe 3, that are still from the drugstore. But for the most part, I quit using that. I kind of invested more and more money into the more expensive, higher end stuff. And that's actually really worked for me. I've cleared my skin on my own. I quit going to the dermatologist. I no longer need medication for my acne. So I just wanted to kind of share with you what I do for my skincare routine and how I cleared my skin on my own. Maybe some of these products will work for you as well. So I will start with, I guess, kind of like I do with makeup, how you put it on your face or the order you go in. So to wash my face, most of the time I use the Shea Moisture African Black Soap. This is for acne prone skin. I just ran out, so I have a new one here, but this works wonders for me. I use it every morning, and then I use it on the nights that I don't go to the gym or I haven't worn makeup. It doesn't dry out my skin too much. It actually cleans it perfectly. It doesn't strip the natural oils off of my face or anything like that. It's perfect. And then on the nights where I do wear makeup or I go to the gym where I have extra sweat and makeup and all that on my face, I've been using and loving the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse, the newest cleanser, I believe. And it's like a tealy mint colored bottle. It's a little pricey. I think it's $38 for a bottle from Sephora. But it works for me. It's perfect as well. It just cleans a little deeper than this does for me, so it gets all the extra stuff out of my pores on the days I'm doing more and I have makeup on my skin. It cleans it all out of my pores for me. And that also doesn't strip my skin. I don't feel like the tightness of my pores like pulling and getting really tight when I'm done washing my face. It's like really good. And then 2 to 3 nights a week I will use this. This is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. It helps refine the appearance of pores, it deep cleans pores, and it helps smooth the appearance of skin texture. If you have really oily skin, or even dry skin actually too, this kind of clears that layer off of your face. You know, your skin sheds and you have dead skin constantly. You have to get that off of your face so it doesn't clear, like, you have to get that off of your face so it doesn't clog your pores and cause acne. This works really well. You scrub your face for about a minute with it, and then I let it sit. I think it says to let it sit. Yeah, you let it sit for like 2 to 3 minutes. So I do it when I'm in the shower. I'll use this first, and then I will go in with this so my skin's clean, but then this goes in as the exfoliator, so it doesn't have to clean and exfoliate. That's just my logic. I use this, yeah, and then I scrub my face for about a minute, and then I let it sit while I wash my body or I shampoo my hair, or shave, or whatever, and then I'll rinse it off, and my skin is so smooth and so bright after. Doesn't have any clogged pores. It's perfect. This is expensive. I think it's, I want to say $58 or $68, which is really pricey for a lot of people, but I don't use it. I don't use a lot of it. Maybe a dime size works for my whole face, so it lasts a really long time. After I wash my face, every time I use the I think that's theirs. The Witch Hazel, it says the aloe vera formula. It's alcohol-free toner. I use the rose petal one. I think I get this at Target for like $6.99, $7.99. I use this instead of any other toner or like an astringent because I've noticed in the past when I would use those, they were having alcohol in them, which dries your skin really, really bad. So after I use this with a cotton rod, I don't feel my pores tightening. Like I mentioned before, I don't feel that at all. So it doesn't dry out my skin, but it's like a second cleanser for me, and it kind of balances the pH of my skin so I'm not over oily or I'm not extra dry. So it kind of gives me a balance there. I notice sometimes, even after washing my face and I go in with the toner, on the cotton pad, there will sometimes be leftover makeup or dirt and sweat from the gym. So it like makes sure I have everything off of my face. It's perfect, I love it. Then after that, I actually only use this at night. I do not use this during the day because it's so expensive. This is the Caudalie Concentrated Brightening Essence for all skin types, it says. It's $42 from Sephora. I started trying this after Nicole Guerrero mentioned it. I think it was in her 2017 favorites. If you don't use an essence, you definitely should. I didn't even know what they were before, but they are actually, it's like a water-based, I don't know, like a treatment? I don't know how to classify it. But you pat it into your face after cleansing and before all your other skincare because it kind of ups the value of your other skincare. It helps everything sink into your skin so it like penetrates your skin more. You actually get the full value of your skincare instead of it just sitting on top of your skin. It actually gets deep down and does what it's supposed to do. This one is a brightening one, which also helps with hyperpigmentation or like any sunspots or whatever you may have. I do go tanning. I have freckles. I used to have acne, so I do kind of have some discoloration in certain spots, and this really helps with that. I actually prefer no makeup sometimes because I've started using this. My skin tone is even for the most part besides my scar. It just makes it look even and healthy and bright, and it's kind of like a natural glow. After this, at nighttime, I switch between these two, both from The Ordinary. You can find them at Sephora for dirt cheap, but they're so worth it. I'll switch back and forth, like one night. This is the lactic acid 10% plus HA 2%. It is a superficial peeling formulation. It helps get the dead skin off your face. It kind of is a second exfoliator when I don't use this. Since I do have acne, I can sometimes get clogged pores. This clears that up. This helps with your fine lines and wrinkles. I go tanning, so that's really bad for your skin. This really helps. I've noticed a bunch of tightening. I don't have as many forehead lines as I used to. This really helps with that. Somebody just pulled up outside. That's really awkward. So yeah, I use that, and then on the nights I don't use that, I use The Ordinary, the retinoid, the 2%. Retinoid, most people say you don't need to start using this until you're almost 30, but I wear makeup. I've always had acne. I go tanning, so my skin is going to age faster than most people. I'm going to stop tanning though, so hold me to that, and that'll help. But in the meantime, I do use the anti-aging, even though I'm only 22, because of everything my skin goes through, to kind of prevent it later on down the road. Because once it happens, you usually can't reverse it unless you do Botox, and I don't want to do that. So let's prevent it ahead of time. This prevents wrinkles and helps with fine lines as well. I've been starting to get the laugh lines and sometimes crow's feet around my eyes, and then it kind of doubles with this as far as like the lines on my forehead and expression and everything. This is a little thicker. It's yellow, but I really like this. Well, it doesn't have any smell to it. It's really good. But when you use retinoid, be careful when you go into the sun. You have to use sunscreen. It makes your skin extra sensitive, so I don't use this if I'm going to go tanning that day. And then at nighttime after that, I will just go in with my moisturizer. This is still from the drugstore. I don't feel the need to use a high-end moisturizer at this time because I found one from the drugstore, so I don't need to splurge on that, so I can splurge on other things. But this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Moisturizer. This is, I think you can get it for like $16, $17 at Walmart. It's almost $20 at Walgreens, so there's a few dollar difference there, but it works really well. I can't use cream moisturizers because I have oily skin. Creams are way too heavy, they clog my pores, so water-based gel moisturizers are the way to go if you have oily skin. This gives me the perfect amount of moisture. I'm not oily or I'm not too dry afterwards. It's perfect. I've actually got my sister onto this as well. So that's what I use at nighttime for my face. This really isn't just skincare, but I use this at night as well, part of my skincare routine. You can just buy this empty mascara bottle off of Amazon, and it comes with a little funnel so you can put your stuff or whatever you're gonna put in here in it. It helps it a lot, makes it a lot easier. So this is castor oil. I have really long lashes, but they're not thick, so I use this on my lashes every single night. I use this way, and then like I go behind them to get like double-sided, and then I'll put it on my bottom as well. I've noticed a huge difference. They're actually longer, they're getting thicker, and then I will sometimes put it on my eyebrows as well. You know, back their trend was to have skinny eyebrows. That's not it anymore, so I'm trying to grow them out and reshape them. So that's really helping with that. My eyebrows grow a lot faster since I've been using this, so I highly recommend this. Then now onto the morning routine. After I use the witch hazel in the morning, I go in with the niacinamide and zinc. I go in with this because this is for blemish-prone skin. It helps with your blemishes and keeps acne and clogged pores away. This really works. I've noticed a huge difference. I would sometimes still get clogged pores before I started using this, but ever since I use this every morning, I don't get that. So this helps a lot. And the Ordinary brand is actually really cheap off of Sephora, so almost anybody can afford this. This is really great. And then in the morning, like 2 or 3 times a week, I will then go in with the Sunday Riley CEO Rapid Flash Brightening Serum. This is a vitamin C serum that rapidly brightens the appearance of the skin and boosts vital skin bounce in a flash. So it helps with the brightening of the skin. It makes it soft and supple so it looks hydrated and healthy. You have to be careful with this as well as the retinoid as far as being in the sun. So again, I don't use this on the days I'm going to go tanning or be in the sun a lot. I will put on some sunscreen. Also, this is a little thicker than like a gel kind of moisturizer, so I only try to use this around twice a week because it can clog my pores because it's thicker. So just be careful with that. If you have oily, acne prone skin, can do that, but if you have dry skin, this would be great. You wouldn't even have to worry about that. This really makes a difference, and this is expensive, but I actually found this through my Allure beauty box. I got this, I think it's like a $10 box a month. You get your like 5 beauty products. This was in there, and this is how I found this, but I think it's $82 a bottle at Sephora. I'm not for sure, don't hold me to that, but I know it's pricey. And then on the days that I don't use this, I'll just go in with this after the Ordinary, so nothing too much in the morning time. Same review on this. This is perfect for me during the day. And then I don't use this during the day because for some reason when it's on your lashes you can see it. It's like oily, you can kind of see it when you blink and stuff, so I only use this at night, not in the morning. So that's it as far as my day-to-day routine, but I do have some masks I wanted to recommend. This is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment, the white one. This is my holy grail mask. This clears everything out of your pores. I put this mainly in my T-zone, and then you can actually see your pores, like it pulling everything out of your pores when you have it on. It's perfect. It's not too much. When I take it off, I don't have that dry, tight feeling. It doesn't over extract my pores. It works really good. Sometimes I will use it as a spot treatment. So if I do get a pimple or whatever, I'll just use it as a spot treatment and it'll clear it right up. It takes everything out of it, and then the next day it'll be there, but it'll be dried up. So this works really well. I highly recommend this. If you don't already use this and you have oily skin, you should definitely invest in this. This is the small one. This one I think is $25. The big one is, I want to say $68, something around there. And this is expensive as well, but it's definitely worth it. And then, all natural, I use aloe vera gel on my face about 5 to 6 times a week. I did forget to mention this. I should have put this in my night care system, but I use this right when I get out of the shower. After I wash and after I use toner, I will go straight in with this and just put it on as a mask. And it's cold, so it's cooling. It helps with puffiness and inflammation. If you do have acne, this really helps with that. And then I will leave it on while I go put lotion on and get dressed and brush my hair, do the rest of my routine. I will leave this on and then I will wash it off when I'm done with that and then finish my nighttime routine. This has made a huge difference in my skin as well. I started using this about a month ago, and I haven't broken out since. Not even on that time of the month, nothing at all. This moisturizes your skin and it helps brighten it. It's evened my skin tone. It's gave me just like a glow all the time. I'm also kind of weary and nervous about like posting without makeup on. I actually posted a picture without makeup on not that long ago onto my Instagram story. It did have a filter on it, but you could still see that my skin was really clear and healthy. So this gave me the confidence to not wear makeup even more often, and then to even post without makeup on. So this really is wonderful, and it's natural, so you can't really go wrong with that. I think I found this at the vitamin shop. I go there for like my protein and stuff like that, but this was $6, I want to say. Less than 10, I know that for sure. And it's huge. It'll last a long time. It's 32 ounces, 1 quart, and I even gave my sister like half the bottle, so I still have a ton left. It'll last me forever. You just keep it in the fridge, and then I take it out before I get in the shower, so it's already in the bathroom when I'm done with my shower, and I can just put it straight on my face. Out of everything, I would recommend this regardless of what else your skincare has in it, regardless of your routine, combination oily, dry skin. I highly recommend this regardless. Use it all the time. You can even drink it, so it's really good for everything. But that is my current skincare routine. Those are the current products I use. That's also how I cleared my skin on my own. No longer need to go to the dermatologist. I kind of weaned myself off of my acne medicine by using all of this. So it is a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. It's cheaper than the dermatologist regardless. So I just figured I would share that with you guys. I know a lot of people out there do struggle with acne. So maybe a couple of these products will work for you as well. You can try them out. But yep, that's all for today. I will see you guys in our next video.